Hey guys, and welcome to Natural Aesthetics. Two training sessions here. First up, this session is from last Friday. I had to combine my lower body session with my shoulders and arm session. I would usually train on Thursday for lower body. I didn't feel particularly great that day, so I postponed it till Friday and then just joined the two together. So obviously a very challenging session. I had a lot to do. First time I've done front squats with a belt in a while. Didn't feel that smooth, but didn't feel particularly troublesome. 4 sets of 3 at 140. It was more my back that was giving out really, if anything, on those last couple of sets. But I reckon I can put more weight on the bar over the next few weeks. I reckon I've got a little bit more to give on those. As with stiff leg deadlifts, feeling pretty good on these. I prefer to touch and go on stiff leg deadlift just because it just feels like it flows more. I can focus on the hamstrings and glutes. I don't have to worry about the position that I'm in when the bar's still at the bottom. I don't have to break inertia. It just feels a little bit better for me on this variant of deadlift. 140 kilos here for 4 sets of 8. My hamstrings felt really sore after this session actually. It's all down to those. Completely given up on hamstring curls, just sticking to stiff leg deadlifts now. After those two exercises, pretty battered, but I moved on to overhead press. 2 sets of 3 at 72.5k, then 2 sets of 3 at 75k, and then I tried a single here at 82.5. Reckon I could do 85 at least fresh. Still got this rep out. It's a massive grinder, but pretty beat up from the previous work that I've done on legs, front squats and the pressing. I then did some heavy upright rows for shoulders as well. I use a single dumbbell for that, and then moved on to my arm training. On this particular day I do compound lifts only, so close grip bench press, 6 sets of 8, 80 kilos, quite light, just a reasonable amount of volume, and the same with these hammer curls, not too heavy, 37.5k, but I did 6 sets of 8, and that's going to be the plan from now on, just trying to increase the volume on a few of my exercises. I might throw in one exceptionally heavy set every now and again, but for the most part I'm going to try and hit a few more sets during the workout. Now my Monday session didn't go to plan at all. I was still in a little bit of pain from Friday because obviously usually I would do my lower body on Thursday, so I had one less day recovery before this session. I wore the belt for the first time in ages on these back squats and felt terrible. Last session I did 75 for 4 without a belt, no problem. I did 180 kilos for a single with no problem. 82.5 today with a belt felt incredibly difficult. Did 2 sets of 2. Did feel my hamstrings and glutes were very fatigued throughout, but pretty disappointed with that. Bench press was okay, 120 for 2. Again, switching to touch and go on this rather than paused. It's a different kind of technique, so I feel like I need a couple of sessions really to get the smoothness back, switching to touch and go. But I definitely can put a few more kilos on that, I think, over the next few weeks. And then deadlifts to finish. Terrible. Really didn't go to plan at all. 200 kilos for a single there. Had to put my jumper on because the belt wasn't giving me anything at all. And that filled it out a little bit at the waist. But even then, 200 for a very difficult 2 wasn't as I expected. And I put that down to a challenging session on Friday I didn't quite recover from, and a poor day of eating on Saturday. I didn't hit my calorie quota by a decent margin, and combine those things together while being on an overall deficit of calories, it's going to cause problems. Some big changes coming in terms of training. I've got a new program that I'm going to start next week, so stay tuned for that. I'll do a video explaining what's going to happen with that. Check out my Facebook page. You can see pictures like that, updates and stuff more regularly than YouTube videos. So when you get a moment, check out that. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.